Hey everyone, welcome to Simble Things, a channel where we talk about living with C-PTSD and everything that goes along with that. So today, I want to talk about isolation. Do you thrive in isolation? Do you do better? Because weirdly right now, I'm actually doing better than expected. I happen to be able to work from home, I'm pretty lucky. And I've always actually enjoyed being able to work from home when I can. I find like the working environment like really difficult. If it isn't just like the basic distractions you get from people and hearing people talk or whatever and just finding that really distracting, I find there's a lot of people at work who treat it like they were trying to be like some kind of comedian or whatever, and they think they're really funny at work and they do loads of stuff that they think's funny but not really. And I'm like, so there was one guy, so we're having like, cause where I'm working now, we're having to do like lots of video call like meetings. And one guy was saying how he's finding working from home boring because he can't like make jokes out of people. And I'm like, this is exactly why I prefer to not be around lots of other people at work. So it's weird, but I understand like not everybody wants to be isolated, but for some of us who have experienced trauma, for some of us that have anxiety, that have depression, not being around like people can actually be easier, right? That's definitely a thing for some of us. And I think for those of us who are actually isolating, which we should all really be doing, right? But it makes like the situation kind of good in some ways, and there's definitely some plus points I'm enjoying. Now that doesn't mean there isn't a serious situation happening right now, the virus is like responsible for lots of deaths, and it is like dangerous to a lot of people out there, even if you're in a healthy bracket and you're not feeling like you're at risk. There's a lot of people out there that are, and some of those people will be your friends and family and whatnot. So I totally get all that, but just not having to deal with so many people is actually quite nice and refreshing, and being able to do that and being able to withdraw in this socially acceptable way, I can't argue that. Like, I'm kind of okay with it. And sure, I'd rather prefer that there wasn't all this panic around having enough supplies of food and all this stuff, and I'd rather there weren't any people dying and all that kind of stuff, obviously. But just for like being able to isolate and just not be around so many other people, I kind of don't mind. And like, what do you say? Like, for those of us who have had so many bad experiences with people, and even, just masses of people, we just don't want to be in those situations. Like, I don't have to travel like 3-4 hours a day now. And during that traveling, coming into contact and like dealing with a lot of people, being in like some very busy places. So not having to do that right now, it's kind of good. I'm kind of enjoying it. I obviously hope everybody watching is well and everything is okay with you, and you're protecting yourself and others, not making a lot of social contact, etc. But yeah, definitely don't be afraid to enjoy some of this isolation. Like, if you've never had the chance to work from home before and you're able to do that now, take advantage, because there's a lot of nice things about being able to work from home, yeah? So things are crazy, there's a lot of stuff going on, but there are some positives for some of us out there. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Remember, there is help out there. Don't be afraid to reach out. You know, just because you might not be in contact with other people directly, don't like be afraid to, you know, like text more people or have more video calls and stuff like that. You know, like just in case you all didn't know, it's free to use Google Hangouts and you can have like loads of other people on the call, right? You could have like 5, 6, 7, 8 of your friends on the same call on Google Hangouts. If you want to like be able to talk with a group of people like that, that's cool. You can do that. But if it's nice to just not have to deal with people in the same way as you normally would and you're enjoying that, then yeah, don't feel bad. Like, it's okay to, you know, enjoy that. Like, totally, that's okay. So just make sure you're looking after yourselves. Do what you need to do. If you need help, reach out online. There are online communities that can help you. I always put a link to the C-PTSD Foundation down below, so don't forget about that. And yeah, remember, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And until next video, catch you next time. Peace.